How's it going, horror fans? This is your favorite gay horror geek, Joby Snyder, and I don't even know where to begin with today's horror film. Um, Guys, we are talking about the 2023 horror film Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. I want to start off by saying that I do believe some things shouldn't be messed with. Um, Obviously, Winnie the Pooh is an iconic um, Disney owned character that's been loved by children and adults throughout the centuries of time. Um, so I kind of guess the horror fan in me really likes this idea, but I guess the Disney fan in me is kind of like this was a little too much. I really can't believe that they got the rights to this character and Disney let this happen. Um, it's actually kind of shocking. But this exists, guys. This is a horror movie about Winnie the Pooh, and there's some good things about it. There's some awful things about it. I really enjoyed that the character Christopher Robin was in this, and that they kept classics things like the 100 Acre Wood and classic characters from Winnie the Pooh. That was neat. And the storyline that Christopher Robin finds these creatures in the woods and he becomes friends with them, but then he gets older and he leaves for college, leaving them to leaving these creatures to fend for themselves, and it drives them crazy. Um, I, I, I'm so torn between this film because there were some really awesome moments. The kills in this were outstanding. The gore in it, outstanding. I think I would have liked it a lot better if it wasn't Winnie the Pooh killing people. I feel like this storyline, the characters, the actors, the violence, the kills, all of it would have been great, even if they were just these creatures in the woods, these random creatures. Um, I really would have enjoyed this film a lot more, but because it's Winnie the Pooh and Piglet as these grotesque, monstrous creatures running around killing people, it kind of falls flat for me, unfortunately, because everything else was done really well. Um, like the storyline, and we get a great group of girls that are going to a cabin for the weekend to help their friend cope with um, a PTSD, really, and having an issue um, with somebody breaking into her house. All of that's great, and they go to wind down, and then they get picked off one by one. I I'm for it. I'm for all that, but it just doesn't work with Winnie the Pooh being the killer. It just doesn't. It just doesn't mesh well. Like I said in the beginning of the video, some things are better left alone. I mean, don't show this movie to your kids. It's not. It's not the Winnie the Pooh that we grew up with. It's not, and I just I love horror so much, and I really enjoy the different ideas that these creators can come up with, but some things just need to be left alone. Winnie the Pooh is not a killer. I guess he is now. I mean, um, it was interesting. It was very interesting, and to see this character in a new light, um, I guess really isn't horrible, but it's just I'm sure so many people will have so many things to say about this film, and a lot of people will be highly against it. Um, it's definitely going to be part of horror history now. It's going to be part of the genre. Winnie the Pooh's now a horror character. I mean, and in a way that's kind of nostalgic and kind of crazy. Like, what else are they going to do? What are the years going to bring when it comes to horror, and what are we going to get? Um, it definitely raises an eyebrow, I think. Because, like I said, it definitely had like the vibes of Wrong Turn and those kind of horror films, and I really liked the originality of it, paying homage to other slashers, and the fact that this is a slasher movie. Um, I loved all that. I loved the characters. I loved the violence. It was all done well. But again, it just, if they would have given us a different killer, if they would have just left Winnie the Pooh alone, leave Winnie the Pooh for the kids. I mean, I mean, I think I would have enjoyed this film so much more if it wasn't Winnie the Pooh. And I'm so surprised that like there isn't so much backlash. Like, this wasn't really a big deal when it was coming out. It was, but I mean, we really didn't hear too much negativity about it. And I'm sure there's groups and individuals that just dog this movie, and I can't blame them. I cannot blame them. But they get an A+ for originality. That I will say, it's everything that you want in a horror movie minus the killer. I think that it would have been so great if they would have just made a horror movie and not do what they did to this classic Disney character. That's like making ah, it's like making Barney a vicious killer. Like, is that going to happen next? Like, are we going to get a horror movie about Barney? I mean, technically anything's possible. I mean, in the film industry and in the horror world, anything's possible. But um, I enjoyed it for the most part, but I kind of found myself just shaking my head. Like, what the hell is this? It, it just it fell flat for me because of the character choice. Um, I just, even though I'm a huge horror fan, I love horror with all my heart, always will. Some things just shouldn't be tampered with. Um, but it exists, and if you're looking for something to watch tonight, it's on Tubi for free. If you're a horror fan, it's definitely worth a watch. If you're not a horror fan, I wouldn't watch this because it's just going to upset you. Especially if you're a Disney fan, it's going to upset you. And even if you're a horror fan, you might get upset. It may not you it may not be good for you at all, or you may love it. I don't know. That's totally up to you. But you guys go check out Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. It speaks for itself. And until next time, horror fans, stay scared, stay safe, and happy watching.